From Hades, Lord of the Dead. This is a graphic novel by George O'Connor. This excerpt from a graphic novel provides a vivid look at what ancient Greeks believed about the afterlife. Introduction. In an excerpt you are about to read, you are first introduced to Hermes, the messenger of the gods. According to Greek mythology, one of Hermes' jobs is to take the souls of the dead to the underworld. As the reader of this graphic novel, you are immediately transported to a realm called Hades. You are then led through a series of haunting landscapes in the underworld, past scenes of endless suffering and hopelessness. Finally, you arrive at the throne of the god who rules the underworld realm, who is also called Hades. Now, this first. You are dead. You no longer have a body. But still, you will open your eyes. The first thing you see is Hermes' sarcophagus. It is his job to guide you to what comes next. You reach out and take his hand. In Hermes' grasp, you will move so fast, it will seem as if you haven't moved at all. He will leave you at the banks of the river Styx. It's already very crowded, with the recently dead and more arrive by the moment. There are many people in the world, and they keep Hermes very busy. Through the gloom that shrouds Styx, you see the ferryman, Charon, approach. Hopefully, after you died, a loved one places a coin in your mouth. This is payment for Charon. Without it, he will not take you to the other side of Styx. Without payment, you would remain for 100 years on the crowded banks of Styx. After an age of travel, you will see Cerberus, who guards the entrance to the underworld. His 3 heads whimper a friendly greeting, and his serpent tail wags hello. It is his job to make sure the dead do not leave the underworld. He would not be so friendly if you were to see him again. As crowded as the near shore of Styx was, this place called Erebus is even more so. In Charion's boat, your journey to the underworld is slow, and it will seem even slower. If you still had a body, the annoying shades of the dead would surround you, drawn to your hot blood and flesh. The dead miss being alive, like the thirsty miss water. But you don't have a body anymore, so they will not even notice your passing. Here and there, amongst the crowd, a shade is set apart from the rest. A woman cursed in life by the gods moved through the crowd, scattering the frightened dead before her. From beneath her hood, her hair of snakes pokes out and tastes the still air. Over there, the mortal half of Hercules stands wondering after his divine half and stares at Mount Olympus, or where he imagined Olympus to be. Moving past Erebus, you will see the entrance to Tartarus. In Tartarus, those who committed unpardonable acts against the gods and their orders are punished. If you were to strain your ears, if you still had ears, you would hear the groans of the Titans as they push against the abandantine bars of their prison. And you would hear the 50 simultaneous shushes of their jailers, the Hecatontives. There is no sun in Tartarus. The only light comes from Ixion, the first murderer, bound to a flaming wheel that spins eternally in the air of Tartarus. Stretched out over 9 acres is the giant Titus, killed by Apollo for attempting to assault the god's mother, Leto. Every day, or what passes for a day in Tartarus, a flock of vultures peck away at his liver. Every day it grows back anew. Not all the punishments in Tartarus are eternal. For 49 Dantes, of each of whom murdered her husbands, toil to fill a tub in which they could wash off their guilt. Unfortunately, they fill it with water collected in sheaves, so it will be a very long time until they are clean. Here, Cypris, a king who, for a time, literally chained death, it condemned to push a boulder up a steep hill. Every time as he reaches the top, the boulder rolls down again. When it reaches bottom, Cypris begins his task once more. Hopefully you will never have offended the gods, and so will never enter Tartarus. Instead, you will join the hordes of the ordinary dead as they meander on through the fields of asphodel. Finally, the dead come to the shore of another river, Lethe. When drunk, the water of Lethe causes forgetfulness. When it is your turn, you will reach into the water of Lethe. You will drink, and all your memories, your dreams, your thoughts and fears, all that you were will be gone. And now one of the anonymous deads in the underworld. In the millions, the tens of millions, they stand in the field of asphodel, and they wait, and they wait, and they wait. What they wait for, even the great God who rules over these sunless lands cannot say. This God can be found surrounded by the countless dead, sitting atop his throne of ebony. He is known by many names, but there is only one name by which he is known best, and the name he shares with his underworld realm: Hades.